Shall we play a game?
Well, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the watch party. I've never successfully done one of these, so I hope this works out well. But we'll see how it goes. But welcome, it is September the 15th, 2021. Gosh, how did I forget that? All right.
All right, so who we got here? Hamas, hello, Acid.com. Eric was here earlier. Oh, there we go. Did it work? Did you hear it? I heard it in my ears, but I don't know if you heard it. I tried to fix it. I'm not sure if I got it right or not. Please do let me know if that worked. Oh, my word. Hello, Cookie. So without wasting too much time, if we go straight to the stream, and I'm streaming it on YouTube. Acid, I'm sorry about that. I heard it. It sounded amazing. If that, if that helps. And I'm going to. So I got a message this morning from someone in the South African Rocket League community saying you've got to watch the announcement tonight, because it's going to be some juicy stuff. Somehow he got inside info. Whether that's correct or not, I don't know. But here we are watching, and I didn't say hello to Robbie Williams. Hello, sir. Been a while. Been a long time. Hello, okay. Good to have you, Mr. Mew. Well, he said he can't watch, so he's probably not here. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Juicy stuff. It was so vague. But this is the countdown running in the background. Yeah, I don't think so, because they already mentioned that in the Twitter in the Twitter feed in the patch notes, and that's only coming next year. So I don't think that's going to be a big announcement tonight, because I also thought that. I was like, ooh, maybe that's what it's going to be. But then I read the patch notes, and it says the new voice chat is only coming next year. They're still working on that. But if you look at the countdown that's running in the background, I definitely think, I didn't even think about that. 2v2 RLCS. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Gosh, I'd be excited. Acid, that would be epic. I don't think so. Well, listen, that would blow me away. I'd be really, really excited by that. But if you see the countdown running in the background, it's all the past lands. So absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be a LAN. RLCS 11 will have a LAN, which will be amazing. I have no hope of getting to it, which is really unfortunate. Maybe if it's in I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen or not. Michael, why do you say that? Why would it destroy orgs? They just add to their rosters. That's what I would have thought. Oh, do you know what? Let's get the sound on this on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's quite loud. Tell me if the stream is too loud, too soft. Am I able to talk over it or not? Or should I turn it down a little or up or whatever? Let me know. Well, I'm glad you love the song. Mr. Trilogy, how are you, buddy? Did the attack work? Oh, it did. Look at that. You're the first person to ever do that. That was pretty savage. Down a little, okay. So it was at 70%, now it's at 50. Tell me how that is. Nova! Hello, Nova. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if you're looking at it in the right way. I think it suddenly expands things. You'd probably get some specialists. I think you'd have your 3 specialists and your 2 specialists, surely. No, fair enough, and it's not a bad opinion. I'm just not sure I agree. I'm trying to think it through myself. Trilogy, I've been fabulous, mate. How have you been? Hamaz, attack requires a valid target, so you have to say attack and then a person, I guess. Been super busy with what? With work, or with stuff that you're enjoying, or pain in the ass stuff? Nova, I loved it. I loved that whole evening. There was some 2 epic finals. No, yours was, I'm trying to think, was yours Sunday or Monday? I can't remember now. But Sparks, you are not late. If you look at the countdown, there's 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining to the start of the announcement. So we're just talking balls in the meantime. Ooh, nice one, Trilogy. Good man. I'm trying to find a program for a 50-year-old man who's very unfit. And I'm going to start getting my physical self sorted. Prediction, they are announcing new items in the item shop. Robbie, you know what? That actually, that deserves one of these. That's actually very funny. But that would be epic if they did that. I think Hamaz, you might have, do you have to say at in the name? I don't know, but you spelt Nova wrong. Either way. Epic Games! Yeah, well. You know what? We stuck with them now, but you know what? In the long term, I think the future of Rocket League is very, very strong. It's going through an awkward period now, but it's no doubt going to pick up. There we go, RLCS 8, the epic moment. No, it's far too early for the Unreal thing. I don't. Well, listen, this is the main announcement here is RLCS, so it's all going to be RLCS related. So I don't think we can expect anything out of that. As far as I understand, the Unreal Engine 5 thing is going to be... That's going to take a year or 2. That's what I think. But again, if they do announce that would be amazing. I think this is really just going to be about RLCS. I need to let my dog out. Give me a moment. You know what dogs are like. Let me in. I want to go out. Les said 2 years. Yeah, that sounds about right. That shit takes long. Oh, acid. That would kill Rocket League. Come, Sam.
To those who wait. And boy, he's been forced to wait. He certainly has 8 world championships.
Okay. How long we got? 6 minutes 41. Okay. Can we see the... You want to see the dog? Well, he's left. She's left now. I'll have to wait for her to come back. Dog is... It wasn't evicted. She wanted to leave. Hey, Eric. How are you? Hamaz, you're getting closer. Put a space after attack.
Astro passes it to Panda. He's got Yukio. He goes for Yukio. And it's another
6 minutes. And any other guesses or thoughts on what might... I think we're all sitting here thinking there's going to be some huge announcements. I just think it's going to be RLCS 11, the format, how it works, all of that sort of thing. But judging from what we're seeing on the screen here, there's definitely going to be a LAN. And that's going to be epic. That's going to be very, very good for the game. Very good for the players. Nice one, Eric. If you have to work...
Regional champions G2
Pulsio! It's a Justin NOC contract. Knock. Yeah, that would be... that would be interesting. Azzo! What's up, dog? It's Greybeard RL, Hamaz. Greybeard space RL. Gosh, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're inching closer and closer. 5 minutes, peeps. 5 more minutes. Can you hear the stream okay? I don't think so. The regions, I don't think we're going to see other regions just yet. Certainly not the Africa region, that's for sure. There's just not enough of us. We would be horribly embarrassed. Maybe Oceania. Middle East, South America. I don't know. But I'm not hopeful about that. There you go. I think you finally got it right, Hamaz. A bit quieter than me, so perfect. Okay, good. Well, we'll adjust again when the voices come on. Hot Zen, sorry, missed you there for a second. What's up, dog? What's up? So, what are your thoughts on what's going down on this announcement? Judging from the countdown screen, definitely a LAN, Hot Zen. But probably not in Florida. Will what improve ping, Red Flash? Well, the fact that someone in the South African community said the announcement is juicy made me go, ooh, maybe there will be something. But if it is, oh my God, it would be amazing.
Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone.
3.5 minutes.
And I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. I don't need a savior.
5 ping. Jesus, do you live next door to an exchange? You live next door to the servers, Trilogy. Wow, Acid. At least you waited a bit. There you go. Yeah, you go. Just so you know, I'm being legit about it. Good start. That's what I meant, Trilogy. You live like right next door. But nice, 5 ping's pretty cool. I get about 12. Oh, look who's winning the battle royale. Me and Streamlabs. Oh, that is ridiculous. Eric, very, very seldom. My son considers himself a bit of a whiskey connoisseur, and he gets exceedingly annoyed with me because I always mix my whiskey with Coke or Sprite. Oh, Cookie. Dream stuff. So Streamlabs, a bot... Oh, this is ridiculous. Streamlabs won the Battle Royale. That is pathetic. All right, we are down to 1:50, people. 1:45. Let's go!
NRG gonna have to do something quick, otherwise. Oh, that could be it. Squishy, right in front. Arsenal gets harassed by Garrett.
Yeah, well, Sprite, it's lemonade, whiskey and lemonade. But now you've actually, I've got a delicious bottle of whiskey in the cupboard. Maybe I'll make my. Actually, you know what? Now you've made me excited for that. I might just go and get. You see, Acid, you and my son are, and that's why I don't really like whiskey. But if I do drink it, that's how I do. That's how I have a sweet tooth. I like sweet alcohols. Ooh.
Honestly,
Who just redeemed the Chewy?
A crazy season. This was something new, something unprecedented we hadn't done before. The longest season.
Dom Pedro's all laugh. Savage! That was you that redeemed it. How are you, sir?
So much more and better things.
Yeah, Eric, you're an old man inhabiting a young man's body. Oh. All right, we intro beginning, people. I'll shut up. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This stream is it's a watch party for the RLCS announcement stream, which is starting in 13:12. Ooh, nice build up. Very pumped. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Try and keep my commenting to a minimum. Okay. Let me turn off the avatars. They wouldn't have a sunless fake on the official stream, bruh. Yeah, guys, this is absolutely a LAN. What city is this? Who are these peeps? More volume, okay. These are casters.
Oh, we're in. We're in. Okay, we gotta get to work.
That's fast. What a star. What a star.
That's right.
Oh, yo, something's happening over here.
For real?
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Check it out.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Okay. Cliff Schumacher, Director of Esports. Okay. Okay, so these are the podcast people. I did not know that. Thanks, Sparks. That's not Arsenal. Roll Dazerin and... Oh, I missed it.
Wait, that means you guys know about the new season. Look, we're trying to get as much info as we can.
Hey, yeah. I mean, Cliff, that's what we've just been talking about, our big plans for this season.
Absolutely. We have a ton of stuff to announce. We have new regions.
Middle East?
New teams, new format coming.
So Lance coming back?
New regions.
Hey, let's bring him in.
Let's do
We can show him what all the details are.
Estonian porn stock. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Pulp Fiction reference. There was already mention of new regions. That's going to be interesting.
They would consider that as big of a win as scoring. Oh my! Trying to make that save happen. Shad, though, making up for it here.
New regions! Woo! Sorry, Middle Eastern what? Was that Middle Eastern what? Was that Middle Eastern Africa?
Looks to try and set up a teammate. It's going to be... Now Squishy, he wants to pick it up, and he'll be taking
Holy balls!
Johnston with a phenomenal
$6 million. Middle East and North Africa. That's fucking balls, man. Fuck's sakes. Land returns. There we go. We knew that. Okay. Well, listen. North Africa's close.
Wow, right. We have been waiting for this for all too long. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Shogun, joined by Johnny, Turtle, and James. And I can see from your faces, yes, it's finally revealed. What's been revealed? An awful lot here, lads. James, I want to get initial reactions from you from what we just saw.
Well, I mean, first I was shocked by teammate's bathing suit. I was shocked for a moment. And then I was even more
Chase,
blown away.
Lan is back in North Africa, bro. That gives us more of a chance, doesn't it?
And then I'm also seeing some new esports decals. So there already I'm seeing there's a lot to dig into.
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot to go through. Everyone at home, stick around. We're going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of all of this today. We've got more things to show you, more interviews to go
Somebody
through.
tell
More
Nova
first
what the
touch,
LAN
lads.
is.
But Johnny, I feel like we've got to come over to you from this one because I believe we saw a region there that you've been fighting for the longest time. Middle East.
There isn't going to be an Unreal part.
Yes.
I honestly can't really contain my excitement about this. This is so amazing. It's been a long time coming for a lot of people, including myself, but this is just awesome to hear. And I don't think that anyone who's been sleeping on the Middle East region is ready for what's about to happen.
And we're back. Land returns. Did you see that? We are back.
There's so much.
I can't wait to give Turtle a big ol' hug. Turtle, we can do a duo on your next album in person. From Land.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped.
Can we get T-Bait swimsuit on the album, please? I want to get that feature.
Honestly, like I said, we're going to get more from them later on. Lands are going to be back. We're going to have more
Buenos
information
Dregs.
on that later on. Turtle, looking at all of this, I mean, there's a lot here that stands out for you, but
man.
what of those has sort of come, like, what's inside right now? What are you
New
thinking?
regions format,
I
esports
don't know
shop.
what to
Unreal.
think because
Oh, okay.
I am
Unreal.
in the dark.
Gotcha.
I don't know
Gotcha.
anything about this stuff. This is all pure reactions from most of us. And I'm freaking out because there's a lot of new things coming to us. It's not just a new season announcement. There's so much more layers behind this drop. And I am eager to just get
The
on
main
with the
announcement,
show and
Dragetta,
find
is
out
new
what's
regions.
And one thing that we haven't sort of hit on
Middle
here
East and North
is,
Africa.
Johnny, Middle East is not the only new region that we are jumping on here. We have got Asia Pacific North, Asia Pacific South, as well as Africa are going to have their own ways into the RLCS World Championship. Like I said, we're going to have a chance to break this all down. But for those of you that aren't aware of what to expect, especially from over in Asia, how big is it for those particular regions to finally jump on in?
Oh man, I mean, this just opens up so many possibilities, and it really truly is a world championship like the likes of which we've never seen before. So how exciting for all of these regions to have a chance to compete at the highest level against the best teams in the world.
Fucking Africa,
how it all
people!
comes together. Shogun's the only one at this point who knows how all of this
all the
works.
cards.
That's unfair. That's unfair.
We're very jealous of him because,
Spill the beans.
like you guys, the viewers, we are just waiting with anticipation.
Well, before we move on, do we have any questions for me, or are we going to wait a little bit?
How long are you going to make us wait?
I'm
It's the
ready.
only thing
I'm
I'm
ready.
asking,
How
Shogun.
long are we going to make us wait? You know what?
Dragetta,
I
it's
feel like
new
we shouldn't have to
regions.
wait at all here, really. I know we've got initial reactions out. There's a lot of things that we want to process, a lot of things that you guys are going to want to process. I'm sure
Great one.
excitement is through the roof. But to
Day
explain a
Delo.
little
Oh,
bit
God, I'm
more
always
about the
cocking
league
up your name.
expansion,
Hello,
I'm gonna
buddy.
hand
Good
it
to
back
see you.
over to First Touch.
Hey
All
guys,
right, let's check it
Gaz
out.
Here, and join with me is two very special guests. I have Murray Shaw, Esports Manager of Operations at Psyonix, and Cliff Shoemaker, Director of Esports at Psyonix. Guys, let's talk about this league expansion. Just jump right into it.
Guys, what's up? Man, expectations about this thing, expectations for RLCS to grow year after year. Man, we're doing it. We're growing it big this time. We got some huge things to announce here.
This is
Huge new
fucking
places
epic.
to hit on. Murray?
Yeah, so we're super excited to announce that we're introducing Asia Pacific North, Asia Pacific South, MENA, which is Middle East and North Africa, and SSA, Sub-Saharan Africa. These include countries like Saudi Arabia, India, Japan, and even the super passionate fan base in South Africa.
Okay, just let that sink in because you said it so fast. I don't think everybody,
I still got
felt it
details.
yet.
I still got details.
You gotta let it breathe. You gotta let it breathe. Oh my goodness! I mean, we're
Fucking
finally
hell.
gonna be able to see teams like Sandrock, people like
Snowy, I hope
Realize
you fucking
actually
watching.
playing in the RLCS. That's absolutely amazing. This is something that we never thought that. I mean, some people never thought that they'd be able to see.
I mean,
But
it's got
now
an
here.
asterisk there, so
Talk
we'll
to
have
me
to see what
about
that means.
How you guys plan on supporting those regions?
Great question. So, every single region in the RLCS will share the same formats, right? SSA is going to work a little bit differently. I'll go into them in just a second.
That's
but
us,
basically,
SSA.
every single region that is now an RLCS region is going to have 3 splits. They'll have the fall, winter, or spring split. They're going to have chances to go to the majors, and they're going to have a chance to go to the World Championship. That's what everyone's fighting for. So we're super stoked about that. SSA is going to be slightly different. They're not going to be able to go to the majors just yet, but they still can qualify for the new World Championship wildcard event, which we're going to talk about later.
So we're gonna be
Okay,
able to
we've
see
got
these
a
guys
path
in
in, people.
international
That's
events,
the
what I'm telling
fucking
you.
main thing.
Absolutely. We're going to see the entire world compete against each other pretty much.
Okay.
Yes!
Okay, I'm getting excited. I'm
I'm so here for this.
Now, of course, everybody's going to want to, follow all of this, right? They're going to want to keep track of all their teams in terms of like broadcast and watching the broadcast. I know you talked about the format a little bit, but in terms of how we are going to be able to watch these matches, are they all going to happen on the Rocket League channel, or
Sorry, Hamaz.
where are we going to be able to see?
Guys, it's super cool. So we're partnering with our production team, DreamHack, and we're going to create individual streams for each one of these regions, right? So we're going to make sure it's authentic, going to make sure it's appropriate for each one of these, that it hits those communities, that it makes sure it feels
Celebrate,
absolutely
mother
authentic
fluffers.
to what we're trying to do here. It's a huge win for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hamaz, you got to put earphones
we're
on.
even working with community members from those regions. If you guys know Nish from APL, they put on the kickoff back last summer. Super cool tournaments.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sandrock Gaming dominated that easily. They just ran through the whole bracket. But Nish, for example, he's going to be helping run TO for Asia. And we're working with so many other awesome, talented, just amazing members of those communities. And we really want to make sure we bring the RLCS to these regions correctly.
I can just see the smile on Johnny Boy's face right now. The huge grin.
Yeah.
And that same grin is echoed throughout the community because, again, people like Johnny, people like Nish have been supporting these regions for a very long time.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we're very pumped. Very, very pumped. Oh, this is going to be the talk of the town.
We watched Sandrock for the first time, and when we saw them also compete against the top of Europe with some of Johnny Boy's tournaments and how they kind of stunned the scene, everybody was like, we have to get them into RLCS. They were very vocal.
Casting, absolutely, Sparks.
I'm sure Murdy's been tagged probably like 100,000 times at this point. But I mean, at least from my perspective, that's the community feel and feedback. But I mean, what was that like for you guys being able to watch all that?
They don't tag me on Twitter yet. I'll give it to Murdy. Use him, please. But I know, we hear it, right? We hear it, we see it.
Hey, Elf.
We know,
Dude!
We know this fan base. We know they're ready to compete.
Our path is opening up, dude.
In the RLCS. It's exactly why we're here today, right? We finally got it right. We finally were able to put it together to make sure it was the right time to do this.
I am so freaking excited.
Yeah. What's super weird is people started to tag Johnny more than me back in like 2020. I don't know what happened there, but I love it. Like, let's see it on me. That's fine. But yeah, I do get tagged on Twitter. Like all the pros, LCT, Realize, Khaled, Senzo, Amit, right? Like there's so many talented people over there.
Dude,
Shout out to you guys.
Well, I don't
It's
know.
your time.
I don't know.
Let's see you
I
guys on
mean,
the pitch.
I don't want to get ahead of
That's
myself,
great.
but
And,
God damn it, I'm going to be
crazy,
fighting
too,
for it.
to have all of these regions added now. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
we talked
Elf,
about
it's
the
kick-ass.
past
The
where you
Snowy
had,
know.
Okay, OCEs
And
being
Darth
added
and all
here,
of these
and you have
guys.
Sam,
Well,
it was
they'll
one
know
region
now.
at a time kind of deal. But now it's a bunch of regions all at once, all now. So talk to me about the timing in this and why you wanted to add all the regions this season.
Yeah, great question. So we're always looking at competitive data, right? The one thing we want to make sure is that there's deep player depth, right? There's a lot of good players in those regions. So after looking at that, we feel super confident that there is that now, and we can introduce super competitive leagues in these regions. Obviously, free to play was a huge boost for that, right? That helps us a lot in getting a lot more players in those regions.
Procaster, yes.
And people may ask, like, hey, why didn't you add them in RLCSX? Honestly, RLCSX was such a massive format change that we just wanted to make sure we did everything correctly, right? We wanted to make sure the format.
They haven't said anything about the South African tournaments
all the
yet.
different refinements
I'm
we're
sure they
making,
will.
the improvements we're making is because we saw what we did in RLCSX and we want to build upon that.
Yeah, kudos to the team for putting out a tremendous product. End of the day at RLCSX, handed a crazy hand with that season in general, but absolutely the time is now to expand this thing, bring those players in.
That's great. And, it's going to be so cool to see everybody following their favorite teams, cheering on their favorite teams.
Damn it.
Perhaps, let me know, are we going to be able to see, esports
I hope
decals?
so.
I need to Sandrock Gaming esports decal. Let me know.
I'll be standing in that line, Sparks.
For you. We're not getting Middle East and Asia yet, but we are making change to the overall structure of the esports shop, which will accommodate those changes in the future, in the near future.
Okay, all right. I'll chill out for now.
I missed that. Something about the esports
gentlemen,
shop.
I mean, it's always such a pleasure to be able to talk to you guys. I wish we could do it more. That being said, the community, I'm sure, definitely appreciates it. But are there any words that you guys have for the community?
First, guys, thank you. Community, thank you. Again, I hope you guys can tell we're just massive fans here. We believe this stuff. We are, I know the reaction was real from you about us sharing this expansion role here. So us being able to share this massive win.
This is
for the
so
team, for our
huge.
fans, and for our players around the
Unbelievable.
world. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just feels really good to finally tell these players like, hey, we heard you guys. We see you guys, and it's your time. right? Shout out to
It
all
is
the
halftime.
people in the community in those regions that have been putting in so many hours day in and day out to support those scenes. And we just can't wait to get started.
This is so cool, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. I'm sticking to my chair, but guys, thank you so much. It's honestly such a pleasure to be able to talk to you guys. I appreciate it so much, and I'm excited for the next season when it gets started.
Thanks.
All right, we're gonna send it back to the casters to get the reaction.
Well, if they do use local casters, I'm there. I'll be auditioning as soon as I can.
Mean, the smiles really have not gone away over here on this. This feels
No
so
acid.
good on my side because I've known about a little bit of this for a little while, guys, and I've had to like keep it so quiet. And I feel like the whole community is just like, yes, we finally get to say this out loud. Turtle, I mean, initial reactions to you.
The main thing I'm really excited about is not only are all these players in different regions going to get opportunities, but we're going to see new styles of gameplay. Everybody talks about the different styles between regions like North America, Europe. There's very distinct.
As soon as I know where to send it, I'll send the damn resume.
We're going to see that now across the globe. So I can only imagine what new tactics, what new metas, what new rotations that we get coming in to the new RLCS season. I can't wait.
Yeah, really. I mean, the thing is here is, James, this isn't just, hey, looking at you guys, let's see, your top 4 teams play. 16 is the magic number this season. Every tournament is 16 teams. If it's majors, if it's a world championship, if it's your regionals, everything is 16 teams. Everybody has got a shot here to go and make a name for themselves.
It's structure.
Wow.
It's
16
expansion.
teams.
It's bringing
Awesome.
together
Simplified so
Rocket
far, which
League
is
as
great.
a global esport. It's here. This has been such a crazy past couple of years, really. With the pandemic, everything happening. There was a question: is how is Rocket League going to respond? What's going to happen to Rocket League esports? Even for me, I didn't know what was going to happen. Rocket League changed my life. I was working at a furniture company before coming into Rocket League, so Rocket League changed my life. And with all the craziness, to see the team at Psyonix, at Epic.
Yes,
put
how's
together
a
this
dog?
roadmap for us and execute. I'm thankful. I am so thankful that we have the people at the helm making this a reality, because even as a caster, Johnny Boy gets tagged way more than me or anybody, I would imagine, but to see the hope that other people have who love Rocket League and they want to be a part of it, to now see them be a part of it. And to have
it's a
it
great
here
point.
now. No more waiting. It's here and now. It's
wow.
This is our time. This is our decade right now. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Oh, he's making me excited.
We're looking at all of this, and it's just like we've obviously waited for RLCS to really take the spot that it should have been. You talk about like what the game's been doing for you. I'm part. Me and Gibbs, we're part of the original game. We came over from Battle Cars. We used to play for a yellow name on the forum. That was our tournaments right there. That was the prize. And we took it seriously. That yellow name you only got if that tournament was legit and if there was good enough players in it. To go from that to $6 million on the line.
And light blue tags
$6 million.
The team's verified in it all.
I just can't believe that already we have had this many dubs. I mean, how are we supposed to hold all these all at once? Like, this is insane.
We need some backpacks, come on.
We're at the start of the show. If we reached the end of the show and we had this many dubs, that would have been, more than I think anyone could have expected, because this is just amazing. And I want to just congratulate Psyonix and the esports team for really pulling out the bag. And this must have been so frustrating and also so exciting at the same time to be waiting to share all of this information, which has been just there, but it can't yet be revealed until
yeah. We've been waiting. Let's get on with all the other announcements.
Confidence for the future of Rocket League after what we've seen in the past few years and now what we're seeing today.
I'm starting to consider it now in my own head, just like an esports patch of sorts. It's like every single year. Last year, we got the brand new format. We started looking at all of that, see how things can get tweaked, how things can get better, how we can start to include more people in the esport. This year, here is that big patch that everyone wants to see and just go, yo, all right, now we've got the new regions, we've got opportunities for all these players, these And, we did hear Nish mention in there, we know how hard he works to try and make sure that Asia was on the map. I'm so happy for him in particular.
No worries, mate. Thanks for hanging. Great to see you.
Yourself in Civic, obviously. Must be
I hope so too, Elf. I really, really hope so.
Going to get their shot to
Thanks for the
really,
heads up.
Prove themselves.
This is so epic.
A massive opportunity for everybody involved in the scene. And simple fact is, if you're good enough, you're going to make it. That's all that holds you back here now, lads. There is nothing else that can possibly stop you. So get on the grind, get yourselves ready to go. But guys, I don't think we're quite done.
Oh, I don't know. We can take
more. Skilled units.
There's so many dumps. I can't hold them
Monkey
all. How are we supposed to
boy!
hold all these? Where are we going to put them?
We're gonna need to start working together. Maybe to get like a dub bucket over here that we can start throwing things into, because we did hear Shai's talking a little bit about the esports shop. He said information later on. How about information right now?
Oh, they haven't spoken about format
Thank you,
yet.
Shogun. My name is Roldiz, and if you don't know, now you know. And today I got Psyonix Ian with me, Psyonix Murdy with me, and today we're talking about the format, right? So let's get right into it. Now, before we get into the specifics, I want to give the new viewers a little bit about what's happened previously.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So everyone knows Season 9 was good. RLCSX was great. But the next season, it's going to be amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay.
Shogun got ahead of himself. He said item shop, but we have to talk about format first.
No, so let's do a quick refresher. The RLCSX was the first year that we introduced a year-long circuit-based system. So every single region in the RLCS had 3 splits, the fall, winter, spring split. You had 3 regionals in each split, you had a major in each split, and everyone's playing for the World Championship.
Okay. So now what's new this year? What's happening different? What are we doing, Psyonix?
So the name of the game this year is streamlining. For us, we loved RLCSX. We loved the open format. We loved what it did for competing and competition across the board. The players were playing some of the best Rocket League we've ever seen, but we knew we needed to cut some stuff off the edges, right? So, Murdy, I think the biggest thing for us is we're all of our events, from the regionals to the World Championship, 16 teams.
Yes, that
16
is correct.
teams.
Every single event is going to be 16 teams.
Simple.
Like Ian said, the name of the game was refinement. The trailer said revamped format, right? One of our biggest focuses was creating a lot more breathing room in the entire year. In fact, one of the additional things we're doing is we're removing the grid. I know grid, a lot of people loved it, team streams and everything were super awesome, but it created a lot of grind for pros. And we want to open up the ecosystem. We want to have more bubble tournaments. We want to have more additional tournaments.
I'll agree with
level.
that. Big grind for the
removing the grid will allow
pros
us to do that. But the team streams, right? Like seeing Dazrin on NRG, seeing Endpoint, right? There's
Gravy and RL.
Streams. That's not going anywhere. The first day of every regional event is still going to have team streams.
And that's some crazy information.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree, Eric.
But you mentioned 16 teams, so that's
I almost streamed one of the grids. I came within an hour of doing it.
So, hey, pros, if you out there, it's time to get on the grind. Now, talk to me about the split format, because I know that's changing, or maybe it's not. Let me hear it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see a lot of familiarity there. The fall split is going to be Swiss into a single elim bracket. The winter split is going to be groups of double elim, and the spring split is going to be the classic double elimination bracket that Ian loves and adores.
Yes, sir.
Because it's easy to comprehend. But yeah, that's the basic format of each split. We're going to do some revamping to seeding and stuff. All that information you can check out whether in the blog or in our rules. But that is the overall format.
But we have that big twist to seeding at majors, right, Murdy? I think that's like one of the things that the fans should know about most.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to jump into points, everyone knows you're playing for points, right? Every single regional, you're playing for points. All the majors are playing for points, and obviously the majors, the points are much more heavily weighted as compared to the regional events.
You got to get back into it.
One really cool thing we're introducing, because international play is coming back, that is, LAN events are coming back, more on that later, is that based on how regions perform at majors, that dictates how many slots they get to the World Championship. So let's say NA is killing it every single major. They're just like top 3 every single time. That means they're going to unlock more slots to the World Championship main event.
More slots? Wait, is it capped? Because if it's not capped, NA might dominate the Worlds.
It's no cap that there is a cap. There's of course going to be a cap. Rule is like
there's a cap of 5.
Yeah,
there's a cap of 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So each region can only unlock 5 slots if they perform well at the majors.
So you won't see like a region running the board, basically. There will be multiple regions no matter any way you slice it.
Okay. Now I've heard something new that's coming in, and this specific thing is a wild, what wild card, I believe?
Yeah.
This is us, I think. This is us.
That rumor is very much true. We are gonna. So for the World Championship, it's going bigger than ever. It's gonna have two distinct parts of the World Championship this time around. The World Championship wild card, which is a 16-team tournament that feeds the top 8 teams from that team into the World Championship main event. And Murdy, you want to go more into depth onto the format for those two?
Yeah, absolutely. So the wild card is going to be the classic Swiss, Ian hates, and we're going to get 8 teams out of that, and they're going to qualify to meet the other 8 teams that qualified via that major point system that we were talking about, right? Like if NA's grabbing all those slots, those are the teams we're going to see automatically at the main event. And then the World Championship itself is going to be 2 groups of 8. Each group plays a double elimination, and then that's followed by a super intense single elimination playoffs. And yes, we will see best of sets at the World Championship.
Best of sets?
So wait, you're telling me
wow,
that
this
if
is going to be
BDS
huge.
and Mickey Moon somehow start slumping, that we might see them in the wild card.
Mickey Moon.
T-Bates, Bates, Bates, get out of here, man. This isn't your segment, man. This isn't your segment. You're on later, T-Bates. You're on later.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Eric.
Also, your suit looks really good on roll days, not gonna lie.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but no, that's crazy. That's crazy. The wild card, the Worlds event, all of it's fantastic. Now with all these new players, this new format and everything, I'm assuming we have something about the esports shop.
Yes. Oh my God, I am excited. Unfortunately, well, actually pretty fortunately, we have a lot of information coming out in like a couple weeks, so just hold tight a little bit longer, but I can tell you as much as possible today, starting with we are going to have so many freaking teams in the esports shop. That is a guarantee. We're going to have a lot of teams in the esports shop. I am not exaggerating there. It is going to be dope. We're also introducing Oceania and SAM.
Ooh.
That's, you know,
home and away
by the
decals.
fan bases of those regions and fans of Rocket League esports in general. So you will see OC and SAM at those shops. Aside from that, the specific items are going to be home and away kits. So both of those kits include Octane, Dominus, and Fennec decals. The home kits are obviously like the primary colors, the away kits are like the secondary colors, and every single team is going to have each of those. We're also allowing teams to present their brands in super authentic ways, similar to what you see on jerseys, with including sponsors on their away kits. That's like a first for esports. We're super stoked about that. That's going to be just awesome for those teams. And you're going to see a lot of synergy between what we're doing with the esports shop and the Unreal broadcast
more way to make a bit of cash.
Talking about later as well. So I can go on forever. There's
so no
much
South
to talk
African
about
teams
the
just
shop,
yet. We're going to need to get up there.
We love the esports shop. It's super, crucial to our esport in general. So just more to come.
Murdy, a little tidbit for the fans though. You and Jake have actually been working really hard with the teams to design their own decals for the shop, right?
Yes, all the decals are custom made by the teams too, which is insane. They look so sick.
Oh, and the fans,
we gotta see them.
They watch the players just to pick what kind of car they want to wear on the field. So
Spock, still lagging?
If the players are helping design these cars, you better get in the shops and make sure I'm about to spend my money on a couple cars. I know that. But hey,
you going ghost roll? You going ghost?
Of course we going ghost. We going ghost. I'm about to look clean, boy. Hey, but thank you so much for having me on here. Thank you so much for giving all the information that you did.
Snowy,
and,
Darth.
I love you guys.
I love you, man.
Back to you, Show.
CP Zebra.
Welcome back to Smiling Faces
Okay, let's go.
HQ, where I'm Shogun, bringing you even more smiling faces.
Okay, fair enough. That lag might be me,
About the
Spox.
format you can see over here, we've got ourselves the things that are coming up. Trust me, more information. I feel like there's one.
Yeah, I'm
that's
down for it,
phenomenal one
Spox.
that people are really looking forward to hearing. But guys, format changes. Johnny, I'm going to speak to you about this one because I feel like you and Gibbs are always, talking to each other. What's the new format? What should we do with this? What are you thinking about the new stuff?
Well, first of all,
Indeed
like
you
said,
do,
Gibbs always talking
Hypersonic.
about this. Not everybody else wants to listen to us talk about this. So if I'm going too long, just tell me to stop talking. But the really cool thing for me that stands out from this is that the major and regional slots. Now we're going to really amplify the regional rivalries more than ever. I mean, everybody loves EU versus NA, and as well the other regions as well, trying to jump in and be a part of that regional rivalry. But when you're looking at a team from your region compete at a major that you're not at, in the past, you'd always be rooting against them. You'd be hoping that they lose because you need them to lose so they don't get points. But now, because regions are all competing against each other and trying to compete for those slots, it's only going to be 10 times more than it was in the past. Everybody's going to be hoping that the teams from their region outperform and get more slots for the region that they're playing in.
Turtle, we're being candid here right now, but I'm sure that EU versus NA rivalry will be fierce. I mean, considering we've seen what it's been like on social media without these teams playing against each other. Now that there's not only just like the bragging rights, there's more than bragging rights. It's, hey, you're doing your region a service. You are actually putting the region on your back and giving them more opportunities if you play well. As a former player yourself, does that put extra pressure on some of these guys, knowing that it's now not just for them?
It puts definitely added pressure, but it also makes a region come together.
Not sure I understand that.
About North American players, they're gonna come together, hype each other up. There's gonna be a lot more of a community sense going into these tournaments and these majors as a region, which I'm very stoked about. That means the competition is going to be even higher than it ever was before. And I'm also a big fan of different formats in each split. That means we get a little taste of everything. You know, I'm a big fan of the double.
You want the region to do well so you get more slots in the
we will
championship.
get to see throughout every single split. So that is huge news. So much is changing, and it's just incredible, man.
And think scrimming. You know, if one team from one of the regions is going, and they're the only team from that region who are going to a major, now everybody in that region who's not going to the major is going to want to scrim them. They're going to want to help that team practice to put that region in the best spot possible. So nobody's going to be taking holidays, taking vacations early while one team goes away to play a major they're not at. The regions are all going to be competing like never before.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, James, I've been looking at some of the major stuff. Obviously, we've got the different formats, but we also have how many teams actually qualify for these as well. Like we said, 16 is the magic number for all of this. It's going to be 5 NA, 5 EU, 2 OCE, 2 South America, 1 from the Middle East, and 1 from Asia Pacific. The way that works is there is going to be...
Where the fuck is Sub-Saharan Africa?
The top 2 teams from those regions play against each other in a 4-team tournament, and the winner of that will be heading through to the major. So everybody is going to be involved. Everyone's going to get their opportunities.
And just thinking about it, opportunity is the word. The game has been opened up, like you said.
We've got to grow it locally, people. We need more people like now.
This is structured in a way that anyone, if they're good enough, can make it. So the grind is on. I'm super psyched about it, but also a bigger world championship. 16 teams at the world championship. I believe that's what it said, Shogun. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
it's 16-team world championship, but kind of. We'll get to it.
Okay, thanks, Acid.
All right, I'll try to.
Only wild card. Okay, fine. Well, that's a start.
All this. And speaking of
that's a start. Better than what we've had before.
You play well, you're going to get more opportunities in the esports shop over here. The way I understand it, I'm sure I get shout out if I get it completely wrong, so hey, at least I'll be able to correct myself. But if you are up there, it is now going to be a case of, yo, you're good to go. We can get you in the esports shop. You're going to get an opportunity to monetize yourself to create a better living from this esport, James.
Nice.
And
nice,
for a
very
lot
cool.
Of these guys, it's huge to give a little bit of longevity.
Rusty, not
to their
really
careers,
yet. We've got a couple that might be good enough, but we need to grow it.
You've got to get the results.
Yeah, it's more than just the sport. It's about how you present yourself, the values that you represent, how you carry yourself on and off the field, and you think about pro athletes, they get signed for shoe sponsorships, cologne, whatever it may be. Well,
no,
now
it's exactly
with the way this esports
right.
shop is working, it's allowing teams to be out there and really make the most.
And it's going to become more massive, I think. I think we're going to get a lot more people interested.
The Randy Gibbons River Rats. Imagine if you had a River Rats.
I would rep that all day.
I'm paying maybe a year's worth of my salary to get my face on the Randy Gibbons River Rats car that can be in the esports decal. And then that money I spend goes right to Gibbs, and everything just works perfectly. This is the world that I'm seeing. No. This is the future.
I didn't even realize you just opened my eyes to this, James. We're going to have there's going to be a Musty team, isn't there? There's going to be a Sunless Hand team.
There we go. There we go.
They're all going to make
You're going to see the little phone number to be able to call Musty.
Potential Gods Millers team. Imagine something like that being out there.
It's going to be great.
Before we move on, I want to get one quick question from all of you. Rapid fire around here. We're going to go from Johnny all the way over to James. Which sort of what team? What team are you guys going to be looking at? Going, I want that. I want that org. I want that team.
That's tough. You had to put me out here first.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What team?
So if you've got one, if anyone else has got one,
somebody jump in. I've drawn a blank here.
I'm going for a base answer. I just like the BDS colors, man. I'm just telling you.
BDS is good,
the players are going to be involved with what these decals look like as well. It's all going to be clean. That's all we can say about it.
James?
I mean, I always have to go with NRG. The black and white, the home and away.
Typical.
You know, that's,
okay.
You just
don't really care about this part.
The best
specifically picked the colors.
It will be and it'll come. We've got a shitload of work to do, but what's really important is we've now got the opportunity
to. Usually has pretty sweet decals.
We've got a path forward. If we grab this opportunity, we can grow it and become a bigger part of it. So I understand we're the smallest, but we've got a way in. That's what's key.
Marty, that is going to be easier to integrate further along in the season. So who knows?
Yeah, we know that those are going to look super clean when we get the opportunity to see a little bit more of them. But speaking of things that are going to be really clean, let's talk about how a little bit of next season's broadcast is going to look. And to talk about that a little bit more, we're going to hand it back over to First Touch.
How's it going, everyone? Corey Lanier here, Esports Product Manager over at Psyonix, joining you for another segment today. And we're going to be going over the changes coming to the broadcast for the upcoming year.
Why is he wearing earphones?
You know, really last year, going in through COVID, changing the way we broadcast from studios to online, it really started making us think, you know, how can we really push the boundaries of Rocket League Esports going forward?
Absolutely, Swanky. Absolutely.
It turns out, we have some friends over at the Unreal Engine side, and I'm joined by Andy Blondin over from North Carolina, the senior product manager over there. And Andy, you want to kind of talk us through what we got cooking up?
Yeah, hey guys, thanks so much for having me today. So Corey and I got together a few months back, and he was, interested in some of the tools and the development that we have been working with. A lot of both on the filmmaking side and also on the broadcast side. So a lot of the main players that are in the sports world have started using the Unreal Engine in new and powerful ways, both, virtual sets, augmented reality, some really cool things. And so we started to put our brains together trying to figure out how could we bring the Unreal Engine into
you're right, Spox.
broadcast. And so we started to pitch some of these new ideas around utilizing it for this concept that we're calling the hype chamber. And I'll let Corey explain a little bit about it, but it leads into some of the look and the feel of all the things that you're going to be seeing this fall.
Yeah, Andy, like you said, this fall is going to be our first kind of showcase of this Unreal Engine broadcast package for, we say esports, but really all of sports broadcasting. And, we thought what better way to introduce this tech into the world than through Rocket League. And what this is going to be is basically we built out these chambers that we've used in our announcement videos for years, and building that chamber where we have this car, these crazy screens and animations going, it took forever. And we had to really think about how we're going to streamline a lot of our development time and really just not be held back by the technology that we have, but be able to create whatever we have in mind for that broadcast or that day or that show. And we're really excited to showcase like the team colors, the team decals, like, all that work that went into the esports shop. Like, it's going to be a fundamental part of the broadcast package and, a fundamental part of Rocket League Esports going forward. And I think, Andy, like, that's just the online side. Like, I think what's going to be even more exciting when we go back to live events, how this is going to develop for not only the world of esports, but the world of sports as well.
Yeah, as Corey mentioned, the nature of the
India
Unreal
was
Engine
added with the new season.
Powerful graphics rendering platforms out there to date. So we're taking the best of that and then the best of the live broadcast. So being able to pull in live stats, being able to customize, all the skins and decals on the cars. What we're really wanting to do is to just give the fan the best experience. Like when I think of sports, this fall college sports is coming back, and you think of the passion behind some of these, college sports and the excitement.
That's going to look pretty sick.
Your team, and in a way, we want to be able to bring that to Rocket League with the different teams and the different skins and the team colors, and really bring this vibrant kind of appeal to the broadcast. So we're definitely super excited that's the direction that we're having, and you'll see a lot of that coming this fall.
Yeah,
okay.
I think like this fall is only just the beginning, and that's what's really fun about this. Is this something we're going to work on for the future and really just changing the way all of our fans see and get to watch and experience Rocket League esports, but not only that, the world of sports. So, Andy, thank you so much for the time, and I know we're going to be showing
okay, so a whole new way using Unreal to put together outstanding broadcasts.
We got to hit those deadlines.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks so much, everyone.
All right,
How do I
Andy,
get my hands on a custom overlay scoreboard for me?
Corey, wait, one sec. I just got a couple more questions. Okay, so when you talk about how powerful this new engine is, can it
here we go.
create themed broadcasts on the fly?
Yeah, like basically overnight we can make any broadcast we want, like any version between like the fall split over into the winter. Like remember last year, like the Lamborghini Open, all these crazy things that we did there. Like I could even make that overnight with the power that this engine's going to bring to us, and all those cool esports shop items that we're working on. Like we're going to be able to showcase every single team that's in that shop in this broadcast package. It's going to be great.
Wow, so lots of changes, things are looking better, new and improved. I like that. But one thing that needs an update is that website, Corey. It's looking like a MySpace page right now. What's going on with it?
I was afraid you kind of bring that up, but kind of happy you did. The esports website, look, it ain't it, and it needs a change. And I think for us, like we've seen the community on Twitter, Reddit, everywhere, everyone hates our website right now. And I think for us, like this year was that first year where we looked at how can we make Rocket League esports better, and the website is one of them. So next year we're going to be launching a brand new Rocket League esports website with a ton of features that the community's been asking for. And I can't go into too many details yet, but
Statics,
on game
yeah,
day,
my
when
boy.
you're looking at Liquipedia and you're not looking at our website, we're going to be making
It's
the
all
website
out
you're
time,
gonna wanna
bruh.
be on game day.
Oh, wow. I can't wait. Thank you so much for being able to answer some of these extra questions I got, Corey. Appreciate it. We're going to send it back to the casters to get their reaction.
Okay, what do they have to say?
Thank you very much once again there, Daz. James, you sounded excited for all of this. I mean, again, information overload for a lot of us here. What there got you the most excited?
I mean, I saw the NRG decal with my very eyes. Even the BDS decal. But I'm just saying, everything looks so good. The hype chamber. I mean, I was getting hyped just looking at the one, NRG car swirling around on a platform.
Can we talk about that real quick? Whoever came up with the name Hype Chamber, that is one of the best names I've heard for anything in quite some time. That's just like, you get locked in. That sounds like something you go to like a DreamHack or something. You just go in and just go, oh, hey, there's like a hype. I don't know what a hype chamber. I'm going to walk in there and you just walk out, your hair's all over the place, like been static shocked, or they just go, mate, brilliant fun. Like, jump on over.
Shogun, anywhere where there's a Rocket League tournament, like an official Rocket League event, it will be the hype chamber. Like just the whole thing is going to be the hype chamber.
The room is the hype chamber. You know what? We're going to get like a big sticker that we just slam on the door and just go, you are entering the hype chamber. Be ready for all of this. But I loved all of this, Johnny. I mean, you can confirm it. I love how when we put a camera on Corey, he's the exact same. He even tries walking away. Like, just, I'm done here now. All right, bye. I'm off out of here. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It's great seeing the esports team, giving us all this information. Because this is just
so no information about Unreal and Rocket League itself.
See that they're very shy. They're very hidden a lot of the time, but we get glimpses at them every now and then. It's good to see them coming out of their shells, and I don't think there's anybody better to give us all of this information. Because my goodness, I mean, when is it going to stop? How much are we going to get there? This is crazy. I'm
overwhelmed.
No coming in.
We're slowly getting towards the end of all of this, Turtle. But there's one word under Unreal right here. Turtle, what is that word under Unreal that people might like?
I think that's land.
I think, as much as I like hearing myself talk, and I'm sure as much as you guys like hearing me talk as well, there is something we want to talk about even more.
Please.
Let us...
Land time.
Let's talk about what you guys have been waiting for so long now. Let's go and talk about lands.
Thank you, Shogun. For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm T-Bates, the professional yapper, and today I am joined by Psyonix Corey and Psyonix Cliff. Gentlemen, thanks for being on.
T-Bates,
of
course. It's happening.
So far today, we've covered the range of items from the esports shop, production, the broadcast, the new format, and it's all great. But I have one specific question on my mind.
What's that question?
Are lands coming back?
You knew it was coming.
Ooh, it's a big question. It's a big question. Our intention, lands are back.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Absolutely. Listen, we know how major this is for Psyonix, for the communities, for fandom, for players. Yes, our intention, we're coming back. We start with 3 majors, World Championship, our first major, Stockholm, Sweden in December.
Stockholm, Sweden.
This year, pretty great. Players only. No fans on that one, but we're going to start. We're going to learn from it, and that's our goal. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it, for sure. My next question would be, why now? What has changed exactly in our world that has led us to finally get to this point?
Yeah, I think, looking back to March 2020 when we made the decision to cancel the World Championship, we look back to that we made the right call at the time, putting our fans, our players, our community's health first and safety.
Very cool.
We want to carry that tenet forward with us now. And, I think when we look to the Stockholm event, it's about doing it right, doing it safely, and looking at other sporting events that are live, other esport events that are live. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? And then applying it to Stockholm is really where we need to be. So there's going to be a lot more details on how we plan to operate this event and how we plan to create a safe environment, especially, this first event's going to be player focused only. And then growing it later to eventually fan experiences.
Okay, so it's not going to be a fan experience. So the players will be in the land, but no spectators.
That you touch on the March 2020 having to cancel the World Championship back then because of player health and safety. What are the safety precautions that you are taking now in order to ensure that players, talent, staff, and hopefully, eventually, fans don't come down with anything?
Yeah, I think for us, it's going to be some level of quarantine, obviously tons of testing and social distance, mask wearing and all that, and really controlling the space that we're operating in. I think it's a lot easier to, when we have months of
vaccinations,
plan
people,
out, vaccinations
vaccinations
safely to the arena. Is it all within the same hotel? A lot of these questions that we're starting to figure out as we get closer to Stockholm, but we plan to really adhere to local guidance as much as possible and ensure that we're able to deliver a safe product for our fans, our players, and our staff.
And I think pretty much the big kind of blocker, what we could be up against would be really any kind of
I am indeed fully vaccinated.
It's the reason, we're working with Stockholm and that country just because we feel very safe about their protocols that are in place. But if something changes, if those are, something like that.
Got my second jab last week.
We can't get our players to the land. Those are the reasons, that's the reason kind of why we wouldn't be able to do what we want to do in December.
Yeah, and I think for us, operating in Stockholm because of DreamHack being based out of there, there's a lot more safety because of that being their home base, and they can control a lot more things, and we can really create that first great experience for Rocket League Live events to be back.
I did both shots, skilled units.
I'm super pumped because my first LAN unfortunately got canceled.
Sorry about that, mate.
And then also the first LAN I ever made for collegiate also got canceled.
Nice one, Hamaz.
I've never actually been to a LAN before. And since we transitioned to free-to-play back in September 2020, the
nice
player base
statics,
has
nice.
improved drastically. And so now there are probably plenty of people out there, old and new, who haven't even attended an actual RLCS LAN event. Can you guys give us a little perspective as to how that feels?
I mean, I'm gonna take this one.
Mr. Land, please share.
Will you drug it out?
Going from that first moment where Kronovi beat F3 to I gotta go to it. Justin scoring that goal.
Yes.
Season 5, Turbo and K-Dop still won. Season 7, breaking the world record.
Sparks, next LAN is Stockholm in December. You going?
But then going even to Season 8 and completing that storyline of Garrett G. I mean, he's your boy.
That's Captain America all day, every day.
So
all day, every day.
To see him finally lift that trophy with NRG, still with Turbo. So we'll see how this goes next time around. But I think it's really just those moments. You don't forget them. And I think that's what Rocket League Esports is about: is creating those moments that you're going to live with forever. And it just you kind of lose yourself when you go to a live event, and it's something to behold.
I come from a traditional
Eric, they're not allowing fans at this one. This one's going to be player-focused fans in the future.
Rocket League to be able to bring a sport that emulates that, and being able to put your friends and family in the same room with you and experience the highest level of play. That is absolutely the goal in achieving what we're trying to do here, and we're getting darn close to doing
Sparks,
it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. And Corey, it's funny that you say that you lose yourself at LAN.
Nice one, skilled units.
We have a clip. Just to let the audience get the feel what LANs actually feel.
All right, yeah, I did lose myself a little there. So
just a tad.
Yeah, a little bit. But that's just it. Like I was told from Ian, he was like, "Hey, I need a clip for the Instagram on Rocket League."
Not sure, Hyper. I don't think so.
I get the clip, and then I forget that I'm recording and just start screaming.
You deliver.
But that's just it. Like I've been working here for 4.5 years, and you still lose yourself in those moments, and that's what Rocket League live events bring, and that's why it's so crucial to the sport.
Okay, and for those who don't know, that was the RLCS Season 7 Worlds at the Prudential Center. And speaking of Worlds, where exactly is the next Worlds going to happen at?
I mean, this is you, Cliff. I ain't saying nothing.
Worlds.
Here we go, Worlds.
We definitely want to make sure we're building out fans from all over the globe can see stuff. So we have a pretty good system of where our majors are going to be, different continents throughout the year. A world championship, we want to do North America. Our intention right now is to get back in North America. And we know there's massive fandom. We've done some amazing events in North America before. Right now, our intention is to get there. We're not ready to kind of share what places we're going to yet. It's definitely more in the future, a lot more to elaborate there. We're still learning kind of day by day. But as of now, NA.
Okay. And are we talking like...
And big, man. We're going big.
3v3 Cybersonic.
I'm telling you.
I mean...
Prudential times 2?
Prudential times 2.
Prudential times 2.
Put it on the tape. Put it on the tape.
In a bowl?
It'll be the bowl. Just for you, Bates.
Let's go. Those are the best. And with World Championship being hopefully a land, what about the majors? I know you touched on Stockholm, Sweden, and have you said the month?
No, so I mean, for right now, look, Stockholm is going to be the first major, and what to expect as a fan is like majors are no longer like a 3-day ordeal. Yeah. This is going to be like a 5 to 7 day broadcasted event. We're still finalizing some of the details, like, once we get to it, but
okay, majors 5 to 7 days.
As these expand, our ambition is to bring these to arenas that, are pretty comparable to world championships we used to operate. So, I think first things first is let's get to Stockholm, but we're really excited to share the future of majors and what's more to come with regionals.
T-Bates, you've heard it all stream long. Like, it's just our direction to grow Rocket League, the sport, right? And just make this as big and global as possible. And we're, and obviously a LAN and a world championship.
Yeah, it makes sense, Statics.
To part of our, measures of success this year, just kind of growing.
2 groups of 8 and then 1 single elimination.
Okay. Just break that down. I have 2 questions. 1 being, are regionals ever going to be LANs? And then 2 being, you said that majors are 5 to 7 days. So exactly how long is the World Championship?
So regionals do have a potential to be LANs in the future. I think currently right now we don't have anything locked in because really it's all eyes on Stockholm. And I think for us it's kind of gauging what the community wants. Should the regionals be online? Should they be live? Like I think it's something we're not ready to go full bore into yet. But when we look to like you're saying on the majors as well, like the World Championship is going to be a 2-week ordeal.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So the first week is going to be the
World
2
Championship
wild card, where they're going to be flying out to that same event that everyone else is going to be flying to for the World Championship. And that's going to be a little smaller, like basically imagine like a studio type set that will set up in a hotel. And then once we figure out who those final 8 teams are to make the World Championship, that's when the big show begins in the following week. So it's going to be 2 amazing weeks of Rocket League.
T-Bates, multiple weeks of live Rocket League. What do you think?
Wow.
All I know is that G2 is going all the way.
I think it's going to be pretty cool.
I mean, it's on the tape.
Maybe the machine too, but for now I'm going G2.
No.
You guys will know for certain that I think I've grilled Psyonix enough here about LANs. They want LANs to happen just as much as you and I. And players, I think you guys also want LANs to happen as well.
Sparks, exactly.
Corey, I believe you have a tweet from Mr. Captain America himself, not believing in
I mean, my boy Garrett G, he really hurt our team. But I think we saw it and we knew like he was feeling the same way we were, right? And I think that's the biggest thing for us is like
I hope Snowy is inspired to go further. I've sent him a message. He hasn't answered. I don't know how he feels about all of this.
And, a world championship should never be on EU server, whatever number Garrett threw out there. Like that ain't it. So we're really looking forward to live events again.
Yeah, we get to bring it back. We get to crown a world champion in person again. That is, it's been what, 2 years? It'll be since December since we've been able to do something like that. So man, #1 goal. That's why we're here.
Okay, the big question will be, can Mickey Moon become a world champion? Guys, I appreciate y'all for coming on.
Yeah.
I know the chat does as well. Lands are coming back, Twitch chat. And before I let y'all go, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
No, I think just tune into that first broadcast in October. Like it's the labor of love over here at Psyonix.
Wait, what date?
October 14th, I believe, but I'm probably going to get it wrong.
Okay, mark that down, guys.
But, you know, I think for us, we're just excited to bring it back.
It's a massive opportunity for us. It's been way too long, and we're ready. Join us when we have fans there. Can't wait to see you there.
All right, guys, you heard it here from Psyonix Corey and Psyonix Cliff. I am Tyler Bates, professional yapper. Shogun, take us away.
So there we go then. That is what we have waited too long for. Let's put it like that. Guys, Lands are on their way back.
Amaz, I will not.
I'm going to start. What do you want to go over? But before we move on at all, what do you want to go over, dude?
I don't even know where to start with all of this information.
This is why I sent it to you, man, because
Lands are back. I guess that's what we start with.
Back.
Lands are coming back. We finally get to experience again. We saw it in that little clip that Corey filmed. The atmosphere, the immersion, the community is there. It's an experience that everybody who's a part of this community or who wants to be a part of this community has to experience. It is something that you will not forget.
It's ridiculous. LAN is just an entirely different atmosphere. December. Guys, you've been arguing about this on social media. Trust me, it's been doing my head in for all too very long. We've been arguing for so long. What is the top region? December. You get to find out who is the top region, and then we're going to argue about it.
That's going to be awesome.
And then we're going to find out yet again. Lands are going to be incredible. I've already seen, apparently we're dubbing this one Turbo Lan, because Turbo is going to be going home for that one. Remember, still reigning, defending world champion Turbo. That will be put to the test finally at long last this year. But yes, Johnny, I want to talk to you real quick. 2-week world championship. The first week, wildcard. Second week, world champion itself. How are you feeling about this?
It's like I said earlier, with all the new regions coming into RLCS, you know, it's the biggest world championship, the most real world championship, but we could really call it that for the first time. And with this 32 teams, 16 in the wild card, and then I think there's 8. I'll have to double check my numbers, but you get the idea. More teams than ever.
No, we don't have regionals. I'm not entirely clear statics on how it all works. I'm going to have to pull through the info to understand it.
You know, what we've been revealed so far has definitely been worth.
But we have at least a path in. We get 2 wildcard slots.
Like we saw there from the Garrett tweet, there was plenty more tweets. It wasn't just Garrett. The community, the players, and a lot of fans were wondering when is Rocket League going to come back on LAN, and what is taking so long. But I actually love that. You know, it seems that it's being done right, and I think waiting to make sure that you can really do it right is the best way to do this, and to make sure that when it does come back, that it's going to be an absolute banger. It's not going to be kind of a half LAN or half World Championship with teams not being able to go and players not being able to go, and other things that have been happening in other games that have tried to do LANs and events like this. So hats off to Psyonix once again. Can't wait to see how it goes.
James, I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball question over to you right here, because it has been a long time since some of these players have had to travel. I'm going to throw the PS out first. Players, passports, get them sorted out. Yes. Is there anything else some of these guys need to know, though, James? Just about the general LAN experience.
I would just say, don't go there putting too much pressure on yourself. These events are about celebrating the game and really having a good time. So you go there, you play to win. You want to win. But at the same time, when you look back on your life, these few world championships, you don't get them every month. These are rare events. Just you're going to look back on them and just cherish them. Whether you're a fan or a player, a coach, a caster, each one is a special event in and of itself. And really just, if you have that presence of mind going into these events where you're just trying to make the most out of that time with your friends, with your family, it really is a super special event. I'll never forget season 6 commentating with Findable Carpet. My family came out in Vegas, and that was my first grand finals I ever casted, and that whole weekend was just an incredibly special experience, and I will never forget it for the rest of my life. And I look forward to more of these Rocket League LANs as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I feel, Landon, very, very similar overall. I think we're just going to get to the soppy stage of the stream. So
we will see. We will see how it all pans out.
Landon was very much the it's real moment, I feel, for me especially, just getting an opportunity. You see your people that you sort of see, your friends have come over, Core Stumpy. First time I got to see them at like an actual Rocket League event, parents coming over. Just that experience, there is nothing quite like it. But for the first time, we've got nothing new to announce. We're done.
Wow.
Guys, Johnny, how has this been? How much of it have you remembered at this point? You're going to need to rewatch the VOD, get it all back in.
I know this is just going to be a whole day or days worth of reading and reacting and having conversations about this. I can't wait to go and read all of the, all the comments and all the tweets and what everybody's going to say about this. And also to start planning because, we've been given a lot of info here. Sweden at the end of this year, North America for next year. These are things that we need to think about and go and plan for. Look at what do I need to do? Okay, right, going to Sweden. How do we do that in the current climate? Let's go make sure that we get all this right. Like Shogun said, passports. There's a lot more these days, so you need to make sure that you've got a lot more boxes to check. So just go get that done. Get it done early, so you don't realize later that, oh no, I've actually left this till way too late, and now I can't go. Because you will not want to miss it when, especially this first LAN back. I just know, and I'm sure we all know, it's going to be special to see Rocket League on LAN after 2 whole years. So if you can, just make sure you can watch that. Make sure that you've got that entire time frame. Like work cancelled, events cancelled. Just get down and make sure you're glued to that stream so you can watch it. And yeah, make sure that in the future.
Okay, now they're running out of things to say.
In place so that you can be a part of this. As
I don't know, not Korean specifically, but Asia North, Asia East, Asia, 2 Asia regions. I think.
I know, as always, you're going to kill it. Final words from you for the panel.
I just want to say that, Rocket League is a game that anybody can get involved with. I have a younger cousin who loves Rocket League, and I also have my grandma who's 81 years old, who watches every single event, knows what's happening, loves the game. So it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you have a passion for this game, there is a spot for you. And we're back, baby. We are back.
Yep, this is going to be the biggest year. We said this last year, but this is the biggest year for Rocket League that we've ever had. I said Turtle was going to say last one. James, have you got anything for us, bud?
Turtle said it the best.
Just excited?
We are back. We are back. And I am ready to get back traveling. And it's been too long since I've had a post-event dinner with the players, with the casters, with the production crew, with the fans. I'm ready for it.
Guys, this is our chance.
They're properly
right?
excited.
This is Rocket League's year. We're going to have the players stepping up to do their part. They're going to bring you the best Rocket League we have ever seen.
Of course you are, Statics. Of course you are.
Production we've already seen over on the Unreal, over on the esports team side. They have done their work. They have put their homework in. They are ready to bring the hype. And I hope you at home are ready to bring the hype as well. Be sure to get the message spread far and wide. Rocket League is here, and Rocket League is going to be the big thing. RLCS 2021-2022 season is on its way. Stockholm, Sweden, over in December. And if you've missed any of the information, we're going to have one more opportunity to get it to you. So get the notepad and pen out. We're going to hand over to one more look at the trailer. But from us and the desk, it has been an absolute pleasure. See you all next time.
All right, that is that. 1 hour. Look at that. Those decals look proper sick, though, hey? So when does the season 11 start? Is it October 14? I think that's what they said.
Have a look at the musty flick from Ampus.
Looks to try to set up a teammate. It's gonna be. Now Squishy, he wants to pick it up, but he'll be taken out of the equation. Chicago.
All right. Well, they can stay above NA, but they got to graft. October 15, there you go, a month from today. All right. Okay. So there you have it, peeps. Great announcement. Those are some big, big announcements and very exciting. Of course, there's going to be issues and whatever, but it's a start. It's a very, very good start. So, Eric, I know you asked in Discord about a wacky ones, and I was going to see how I felt after this. I'm actually not going to stream anymore tonight, but I am going to see if I can set up a wacky ones for tomorrow night. So if you're around, let's do it then, if that's all good. But there you have it, folks. Some good shit. RLCS coming back. Lands are coming back. New regions, a start for South Africa and Africa. A long way to go, but at least something's getting going. So there you have it. All right, folks. But that is going to be that. I think we will wrap it up there. Thanks, everybody. You came to hang my first proper watch party, and I hope I'm even allowed to do this. I don't know what the rules are around it. Let's see if I get a smack from YouTube for doing this. We'll see how it goes. All right, but that's going to be it from me, people. Ladies and gentlemen, be safe, be healthy, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Until then, peace!
Shall we play a game?